Yesterday, game of two halves between Manchester United and Aston Villa. There's 5 things that we learned about it. In at number 1 then, high pressure hype. Particularly in the first half, I would definitely agree with that one. We were winning the ball back. We were doing it constantly. We were doing it in the final third. Bruno Fernandes pressed extremely well. I thought he was sharp with both his ball recoveries and a lot of his through balls were really good. That helped us dominate the territory, I thought, in the first half. I thought Villa was sloppy at times. There's a clear increase in that level of intensity. I've seen quite a lot of comparison videos as well of the different rondos that the club has been doing versus what we were doing under Jose Mourinho, and I love it. I love the lift in intensity that we're seeing. It tailed off in the second half, but the high pressure was there in the first half with what we're assuming is getting close to our first 11. Number 2, MAGUIRE muscle. Credit where it's due, and he don't get a lot of it on this channel because he don't deserve a lot of it on this channel, but he has been solid in the last couple of games. Don't know if it's the competition, the fact that United are signing another centre-halves. Maybe he's realised that he hasn't got a God-given right to be starting, especially when you've got Varane and Martinez in the squad as well. He's been good defensively, and he's also stepped up when we pressed high really well as well. His distribution and his ball progression has been pretty good. Can he maintain it, or will he still be a target for when we're playing a high line? Because you can't just improve your pace 50%, which is what he's going to need to do in a few weeks. So does he have to get reading the game better? Does he have to compensate for it? Can United use him in such a high line system? Those are questions that still remain to be answered. But the stuff that he has been doing, he's been pretty good at in the last couple of games. Number 3, second half slump. It totally tailed off in the second half. I'm not sure how much of that was the timing of our subs versus a Villa side that was in full flow. You're bringing on 10 new players against the team. They've been sitting on garden furniture while Villa have been running around and getting up to full speed. Did that play an impact? Did we run out of steam? We were sloppy on the ball. We were outworked. We were second to everything. It was weird. I don't know if it was a lack of inability or lack of ability to maintain that intensity, or if it was a concentration thing. Maybe it'll take a little bit of time. Not sure, but it was there. It was literally a game of two halves, and the draw in the end ended up being a pretty fair result. Number 4, De Gea dilemma. Distribution has improved. We know what his shot stopping is all about. The command of his area, or complete lack of command of his area, has cost us again. It's completely wrong to overlook this glaring weakness in his game. He cost us the game, and Konsa could have scored earlier in the exact same sort of situation. The same deficiencies in his game show up time and time again. I think he'll do for this season, but there is a real decision to be made on what do you do with David De Gea as we go forward. You're not going to change 25 members of your squad in one window. That was impossible. So there's some areas that you're going to have to say, we can do better there, but not this season. Is goalkeeper one of those? In number 5, left-back contest. In the first half, Shaw was decent. Got an assist, was actually overlapping into the box, but he was dreadful in the second half. He dropped in a very, very poor personal performance. Slow on his recovery, not getting tight, switching off, getting caught out of position. The one thing that I always talk about with Luke Shaw is he defends facing his goal. Some of you I don't think understand what that means. It means he's not set, he hasn't got back into the correct position, turned and looked to face the attack. It means he's constantly having to get back to his goal because the attacker's bypassed him. That is the wrong position for a defender to be taking up. Far too often you will see him in that position. Far too often you'll see him chasing back what's already gone past him. Leon Bailey completely changed the game. And Malacia struggled with him as well. This wasn't just Shaw. But Malacia and Shaw, neither of them got near him. There's a decision to be made on the left back. Bringing in Malacia, when you already had a first choice and a backup left back, suggests to me that Ten Hag's got his eye on him being the first choice left back at some point in the season. I said it when we signed him. I think Luke Shaw probably starts the season. Malacia gets used to the Premier League, takes over just after Christmas, and finishes the season as first choice left back. That's what I was predicting is going to happen. But if he puts in more performances like that where he's targeted and he's dreadful, that change might come quicker. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Malacia will start the season as our first choice left back, or do you think it will be Luke Shaw? And when do you think the likes of Martinez are going to get integrated into the team? I think that's a big question mark. I think now they're back and will be going to Oslo, I would expect Martinez to feature in at least one of those games. 2 games. Saturday, Sunday we're playing. He's going to feature in at least one of those games, isn't he? So you guys let me know in the comments. Cheers for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.